President John Kennedy once said, "A nation is revealed not only by the people it produces, but those that remember." We set aside Memorial Day to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms of the Americans and those around the world. Those young men and women who laid their lives down and paid a price that we may all walk and be free. Today I want to tell you a story about someone that I want to remember. His name was Johnny. Johnny's family, Mr. and Mrs. Wolf, was rewarded his Bronze Star and his Purple Heart after he laid his life down in Vietnam. Today, I want you to meet Johnny by reading you his Bronze Star for heroism, and so you'll get a picture of who Johnny was. For heroism and connection with military operations against a hostile force, Private First Class Wolf distinguished himself by exceptionally valorous actions on 20 November 1967 in the Republic of Vietnam. On this day, Company D, 2nd Battalion, Airborne, 503rd Infantry, made heavy enemy contact near Dak To, Republic of Vietnam. Upon initial contact, Private First Class Wolf rushed forward, constantly exposing himself to intense enemy fire in order to place suppressive fire against the enemy position. While continuously moving forward from position to position, Private First Class Wolf shouted words of encouragement and aided the wounded to secure areas. It was during this assault that Private First Class Wolf was mortally wounded. Private First Class Wolf's outstanding display of aggressiveness, devotion to duty, and personal bravery was in keeping with the highest tradition of the military service and reflected great credit upon him, his unit, and the United States Army. This exemplifies who our greatest and our brightest are. This is how they laid our lives down and paid the ultimate price. Just hearing the story of Private First Class Wolf, you hear the story of Jesus. It's connected the same way, where one lays down his life for his friend. Jesus says there's no greater love than this, than for one to lay down his life for a friend. We see this in Private Wolf's story. We see him laying himself down for us. Private First Class Wolf was only 22 years old when he laid down his life. Young though he was. He was a son. He was a brother. He never married. He never fathered kids. But because he never fathered kids, he never married, this is something that I want to honor him with my family, with my kids, being a father and being a husband. Those are the things that he was striving to do, but he didn't do it. But he made it an opportunity for us to do it. So let's not forget those that lay their lives down for us, but let's remember, let's honor them by honoring the life that we live in order to bring them honor.